What is up, my fellow Cobra Kai, Miyagi-Do, Eagle Fang friends, whatever dojo you represent. In this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about a scene in particular, and I'm going to do a lot more of these kind of videos where, you know, I dive straight into just a scene by itself in isolation and what that scene to me represents. And in this scene, I want to talk about the similarities that we've seen in Season 1 and Season 2 between Robby and Tory, and now we finally start to see it come to a head in Season 3 in this one scene here. We see it here where Robby somewhat relates to Tory on a level which Miguel or Sam couldn't really understand in relation to not just their, you know, their living circumstances, their experiences, but their natural born, as Kreese would put it, their natural born edge to be fighters. And, you know, what Tory does in this scene, you can call it manipulation, you can call it what you will, is she talks to Robby on a level where she pretty much says to him, you know, you're still pretending to be something you're not. And it's not that, you know, I mean, we know that Robby is not pretending at all. We know he was genuinely immersed in the Miyagi-Do experience, and he really wanted to better himself, and he really wanted to choose the right path. But from the beginning of Season 3, from that first conversation with Daniel, when Daniel called the police on him to take him in and pretend that they were turning himself in, kind of thing, he says, you know, you were wrong to help me because I can't change. Robby this season has been looking for Johnny and Daniel, or Johnny even, to tell him, yes, you can change, and no one has. And the only person who has told him to change the other way is Kreese and Tory in this scene. And further adding to what Kreese said, you know, you should be here with us, pretty much. This is used further later on in the season when Robby joins Cobra Kai for the one lesson, and then eventually he joins them full time. And I just love the way Tory just pretty much says, you know, just scratch that off on the pad, you know, they never check. In a sense that, again, this is where I'm talking that Miguel and Sam can't relate to this. But she understands where Robby can, you know, she understands Robby in this situation, and he understands where she's coming from. It's sort of like how, even though Miguel and Tory may be a couple you like, or Sam and Robby, the natural pairing in this instance is Tory and Robby, just because they are so very similar. And the reason I've called it Robby's Choice is because this is one of them scenes where it's a dialogue scene where it's a dialogue between two characters in a situation, and you've got Robby and Tory conversing back and forth. Tory exits the scene, and the direction that Tanner is given as Robby is to look down in deep thought and look to the side. That to me communicates that he's in turmoil right this second. Am I on the right path? Or was I even on the right path to begin with? Or am I just denying what is naturally meant to be mine? And, you know, I gotta say, both of them, you know, Peyton and Tanner killed this scene. It's a very simple scene. And it's these kind of scenes I love because they're very small, they're very compact, but they convey so much. And at the start of the scene, Robby's like, you know, Sam's a good person, she's that. And then Tory's like, well, yeah, she sure acts like it. So if you're part of the Sam is responsible crowd, you know, you'll definitely agree with Tory and Robby here, because they both raise good points. But as the conversation goes along, Robby starts to hear the other side of, the other point of view. And Robby's problem from Season 2, you know, especially Season 2, was that he never believed a Cobra Kai could change. In Season 2, when, you know, Chris and those Cobra Kai students start joining, he says, you know, no, once a Cobra Kai, always a Cobra Kai. He starts to see that the world isn't black and white, and it's more often than not, it's grey. And he starts to realise that this season by conversations with Kreese, conversations with Tory, further backed up by then seeing Miguel and Sam at the Miyagi Dojo, fueling that conversation and really sort of, you know, giving it that sort of foundation of what Tory's saying to him in this scene here. But this is one of them scenes where I love it. It's just a simple exposition dialogue kind of dump between two characters where two people on opposite sides of an agreement kind of come to a consensus. And it's the way this scene ends. The score sort of fades down after Tory tells him to scratch that thing off the pad. And that's the writer's way, in my opinion, of saying, hey, there's a lot of commonality between both of these two characters. They can both relate to each other. And Robby has always been looking for someone who can actually understand him. And Tory can. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think Robby is going to go around doing half of what Tory has this season. But there is a lot of potential there for both of these two. And, you know, we know that they're setting up something between these two next season. It's written on the cards. Whether it's friendship or whatever, there's something there. There's a mutual respect. And the way she talks to Robby and the way Robby talks back to her, and just the simple, like, the silences and the pauses, it's just the relatability between the two of them is just uncanny in terms of situations. And the way it ends is the music fades down and Robby's just looking around, you know. He's conflicted. He's conflicted in his choices. And it's one of the things that I love about the characters like Robby is because they can make the decisions that no one else can make. And I've got a couple of videos lined up because someone asked me a comment saying, why do I like Robby's character? There is a lot of videos lined up on why Robby, Miguel, Sam even, Hawk, their characters have really stepped up this season. And there's a great video I've got lined up. A lot of people have said, you know, was Robby absent this season or was he in this season less? And I'm going to tell you in the next video why that actually was. There's a good, strong idea I have for the specific reason of that. But anyway, guys and girls, comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this scene analysis, if you will. That's what I'm going to call these. Let me know what you thought of this scene, what you thought of what I had to say here. Comment down below anything you agree or disagree with. And yeah, we march forward to 4,000 subscribers. We are on the way. And by the way, yes, I see every single comment and I really appreciate all of you guys' support. It's absolutely brilliant right now. So guys and girls, leave your comments down below and I will see you all in another video soon. Your karate's a joke.